it's time for us to get into some community-focused conversations. And that's a really good story this morning that we want to get into. Kokui, we're always, harping on the challenges, the difficulties, education sector, the health sector, and so on and so forth. This story is just an all-round good story, such a massive intervention for the people of Yendi and surrounding communities. Let's go to take a look at this report by our colleague Mohammed Alabira, and it's beautiful. If you live in the Yendi area, let us know what you think. The WhatsApp line is 0204 447 033. We definitely want to hear from you and your thoughts on this new hospital that has been set up. And if you're watching the report for the first time, let us know what you think, what you make of the story.
Quality healthcare delivery is something every community looks forward to. There are several communities across the country faced with challenges of the lack of adequately resourced health facilities. In the northern region in particular, the Tamale Teaching Hospital is the only standard facility that is serving almost the entire northern sector. When there is an emergency anywhere in the region that is very critical, the only facility to get help is the Tamale Teaching Hospital. The Yendi Municipal Hospital is one facility which also serves Yendi and surrounding districts in the Eastern Corridor Belt. For over 15 years, doctors from the United States of America, who embark on a yearly outreach program, have been helping run the facility. The doctors observed that the facility lacks some critical infrastructure and have resolved to assist. The Global Missions Resource Center in Yendi, in partnership with Mission 318, based in USA, has constructed an ultra-modern emergency and trauma center for the Yendi Municipal Hospital. The center will, by its location, play a pivotal role in healthcare delivery within the Eastern Corridor of the Northern region. At a short handing over ceremony at the Yendi Municipal Hospital, the Director General of the Ghana Health Service and the Regional Health Directorate commended the benefactors for providing the modern facility to close the gap in emergency response system.
And this facility represents a quantum leap in the infrastructural capacity of the Yendi Municipal Hospital. The Yendi Municipal Hospital, by its strategic location, plays a pivotal role in healthcare delivery within the Eastern Corridor of the Northern region. The hospital is therefore well situated to receive and manage referral cases from other health facilities in the Myong, Bushegu, Karaga, Saboba, Cherponi, Zabzugu, Tatale, Bimbila, Wulisi, and Pandai enclaves.
He said the Regional Health Directorate will commit to work with management of the hospital to properly equip and maintain the facility to ensure the center serves the purpose for which it has been put up to.
In return for this gesture, the Regional Health Directorate of the Ghana Health Service commits to provide the right oversight and to work with the management of the Yendi Hospital to properly equip staff and maintain the facility. This will ensure that the center serves the purpose for which it has been put up, so that the Yendi community and its environs can derive its maximum benefits.
The CEO for Global Missions Resource Center, Reverend Emmanuel Mustafa, through whose benevolence the facility has been put up, recounts an unfortunate incident where his family lost a daughter at the hospital because of the challenges they are now seeking to address.
Twins, and 19 days one contracted malaria. As the word here, 10 a.m., April 24th, 10 a.m. in the morning, my daughter died. And I hold my daughter and look at the whole hospital. I said, what can it be done to improve the hospital here so that many children will not die?
Equipment for the facility, according to Pastor Mustafa, are locked at the port because of the challenges of clearing them. He has therefore appealed to the authorities to help in making it easy for them to clear the equipment meant for the hospital.
Speak today, my appeal to the government is that what mechanism and what measures will it be put to place so that things like equipment people bringing to Yendi will be facilitated and become easier to bring them. We are supposed to commission this building, but we can't commission it, but we are dedicating it. The reason is simple. We need equipment to fill the building for it to function. But you all know that part of our equipment are hanging in somewhere. The MP and some people have stepped on my leg that by the grace of God, that equipment will come. But not just that. Mission 318 has the capacity and ability to bring more equipment. But how would we make it softer for them to bring things?
The chairman of the advisory board of the hospital, Alhaji Suleimana Alasan Goji, thanked Mission 318 for the support and further admonished the people of Dagbon, especially the people of Yendi, to ensure continuous peace in the area.
We are happy that we shall no more send any victim to Tamale. We now have our own. Let's appreciate that. We are getting this support because there is peace in Yendi. There is peace in northern region or in northern Ghana. Please, I want to appeal to everybody, traditional authorities, the youth. Let us ensure that we maintain the peace that we have here.
The CEO of Mission 318, Michelle Wilkes, said the facility is in honor of one of the doctors who died in an accident. They named the center after the deceased doctor, Alicia Renan Bishop.
We have had some amazing people in our organization who have come alongside nurses and doctors and techs and other staff in the hospital to help them improve their skills. And one of these people is a nurse that we had who came on 3 separate weeks, had been in Ghana before, and she became our inspiration and our leader in the education part of our organization. Unfortunately, we lost her to a tragic car accident. But we are grateful to this community and to the hospital staff for allowing us to memorialize her. And so today we dedicate this building to Alicia Renee Bishop.
The medical superintendent of the Yendi Municipal Hospital, Dr. Ayuba Abdullahi, who could not hide his joy, thanked the Global Mission and Mission 318 for the honor done them, and he pledged the hospital will do well to maintain the facility.
It was not without hurdles, but thankfully we had the assurance we needed. Those who have helped us in one way or the other, we are very appreciative of the effort. The help that has come, the help that is to come, and the help that will continue to flow. We are grateful and we are waiting for.
Dr. Ayuba pleaded with the Ghana Health Service to recruit staff that will work at the facility. He said the hospital currently is understaffed, a situation he says calls for urgent attention.
This building, as we see, is not the end of our programs. The building, for it to function to the desired goal, we will need further equipping, human resources, critical staff who will lead this wonderful, hard-working staff of us so that quality healthcare delivery can be delivered to the people of Yendi and beyond.
The hospital management honored Mission 318 staff for their outstanding performance. They were presented with a citation. A simulation exercise was staged to show how emergency clients will arrive and be received.
All right, so that's a report there by our colleague Mohammed Aminu Alabira. Kokwe.
Yes, Kweku. Such a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's a
done
great intervention
Wonderful.
in our healthcare.
You know, for tragic reasons, you know,
yeah.
people were inspired to support, and you know, you can imagine the number of people who have lost their lives or who have suffered because of the lack of such a facility. When they saw the need to do this, which is wonderful. But then look at the fact that, yes, we're dedicating it, but we can't fully commission it because the equipment needed is sitting somewhere at your port. Because they want to charge duty on it.
You know, this country will never stop amazing me. What is wrong with us?
That's like the question of the year.
The bureaucracy, the red tape. Some of it is completely unnecessary.
And this is an urgent need
Thank you.
for a social amenity.
That's the thing.
This is not like a profit-driven venture.
Exactly.
It's not something where somebody's going to make millions.
Somebody's dragging their feet. Somebody's
life-saving intervention.
I mean,
can we not come to a point where we just say, we know that people take advantage of loopholes, right?
Yeah.
So I can hazard a guess to say that they don't want to now open it up for people to misuse any kind of waiver or exemption to now import things and avoid paying duty on them. So maybe they're saying, well, if we say we exempt medical equipment or certain medical equipment like that's been donated or for vulnerable communities, if we exempt them from customs duties, then people might take advantage of that and we'll lose a lot of revenue. There may be that concern, but I think there's a way around that. I think there should be a way to verify where equipment is going, what's its intended purpose. You know, for a good cause like this, I can imagine that kind of equipment, the kind of tax they would put on it. I mean, who's going to be able to afford to pay that? Transport it to Yendi.
There are certain key areas in our national framework. Healthcare, education.
Yes.
These two areas, I honestly do not believe that we should have taxes on anything that we don't make in this country. Do you understand? Anything that we have to import to beef up and shore up our healthcare and our education, I don't believe we should tax. You see, it will fast track our, advancement in these sectors. Do you see? But somehow, even something like sanitary pads.
Look, please don't get me started.
No,
on that
I mean,
one.
let's go there.
Because it's infuriating.
Let's go there.
Honestly.
Because this is what we do to ourselves in this country.
How can you say sanitary pads are a luxury product? Luxury for who? And you see, that just tells you that I'm sorry, but it's a man who's making that decision. Nobody who has actually menstruated
it's not just a man.
will call a sanitary pad a luxury product.
Let's just say that it's an ignorant man that's making such a decision.
Listen, let's talk to the medical superintendent of the Yendi Hospital. So Dr. Ayuba Saidu Abdullahi is the medical superintendent of Yendi Municipal Hospital. He's joining us on the line. Good morning, Doc, and welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Good morning. Good morning to your listeners and viewers.
Thank you. And congratulations. You have a beautiful new facility that has been donated to the facility over which you superintend. And we are hopeful that it's going to have the expected impact in helping to save lives at your hospital. But one of our one of our main questions is about the equipment that is needed to stock the facility now. From what we understand from the report filed by our colleague Alabira, there's an issue with getting the equipment through customs. Can you please shed a bit of light on that?
Oh, thank you very much. Like you rightfully said, the hospital is in partnership with Mission 318 from the United States of America. And over the years, equipment are shipped, consumables are shipped for us to deliver quality healthcare to the people of Yendi and beyond. Unfortunately, last year, a container came, and normally in the process, a waiver is applied, issued, and the necessary processes are done, and then the payments are made, and the container is released for us to use the equipment.
Okay.
This time, the container, which contains most of the logistics equipment to go into this building that has been donated officially to us, arrived in the country due to delays, got demurrage and huge charges to that. And unfortunately, as we speak now, customs are seized it, and it was even ushered to the hospital, but there's a huge bill to that, and I think that is posing a challenge for us because this is these are equipment that are donated to hospitals to deliver quality healthcare to the hospital. So that's the challenge we have.
Doc, but you mentioned that in the past you got waivers on shipments coming in support of the hospital. What's different this time around? What happened?
Normally, what happened is that when you ship and the trains are done, waiver is applied through the Ghana Health Services, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, and then a waiver is issued. However, you still pay a lot of shipment, terminal charges, and what have you, for which the partners were paying. Mostly pay over 10,000 to 20,000 to remove dollars to remove the container. This time around, in fact, it's very difficult for people to understand that a container that is container equipment to support the service delivery to the country, donated items to a hospital, a Citi has to be paid because they do to other countries where no penny is paid to release the container to serve humanity, because this is all augmenting work to support the good work of Ghana and then the citizenry, and it's a problem. The partners really do not see the rationale behind a help to government to what do you call it, serve its people, equipment donated to hospital, and a huge amount of money has to be paid for the container to be released, and that is why the delays and demurrage and customs seizing it has affected the container being released to us. So as I speak to now, I don't know where the container is.
Wow, you don't even know where the container is. And how much is the bill that they're saying has to be paid before the container could be released?
When the special prosecutor came in banning the customs or putting suspending the customs for dealing with any ocean items after it was delayed, terminal charges and customs charges is almost to about 100,000 Ghana cedis before the container will reach Yendi Municipal Hospital. So in the past, before being auctioned back to the hospital, the bill went as far as 150,000 Ghana cedis after attracting a lot of demurrage because of delays in a lot of the processes and other stuff. So that is a challenge.
Over 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
For life-saving equipment that is going to help the people of Yendi and surrounding areas.
Yes.
We understand again from Alabira's report that I suppose your MP has tried to intervene, or people have tried to intervene. Currently, who is advocating on your behalf to try and get this equipment released?
Can I get the question again?
Yes, just wanting to know who is acting on your behalf to try and help to get the container released.
The project has been long. When it came, all the agencies involved helped. The letters were written from the office to the regional health directorate to the Ghana Health Services to the ministry. Currently, the regional minister has been involved. Our honorable MP, Alhaji Farouk Mahama, has been involved. The office of vice president was written to, and that led to even the container being ushering back to hospital. Because we understand that when it was going to be ushering, we didn't even know that it was going to be ushering. Before intervention happened, it was ushering back to the hospital. But the customs has put another charge on us to go and pay before the container will be released. And that is the challenge for the partners to release this money to pay. And it is of the general view that, as other countries do, when equipment are donated to hospital, the ideal thing will be that the container is given straight away to the hospital for equipment to be used, pending any other verifications. However, in Ghana, it is not so. It has been the practice, but it is baffling mind.
Yeah, it is quite baffling, honestly. Yeah. Well, we're hoping that this report and us discussing this will also make this issue come to the fore and maybe to the desk of someone who can intervene and finally get this container to you without the huge charges that are coming along with it. But again, we're very happy for you and the hospital that you've got this facility. It's just a shame that, again, you can't operationalize it because you're waiting for the equipment that is needed for this facility to function. It's almost baffling to think about, you know? Okay. All right. Doc, thank you so much for speaking with us this morning.
Thank you.
We hope that the next time we touch base with you, it will be to announce that the center is fully operational because the equipment would have been released and you would not have to pay huge charges to get that done. But thank you again for your time, Dr. Ayuba Saidu Abdullahi. He's the medical superintendent of Yendi Municipal Hospital.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is that... I don't know what it is. You see, so first of all, government is 100% responsible for the health care of its people. Yeah. Not churches. No. Not NGOs.
Foreign entities.
Government is 100% responsible. The Ministry of Health is 100% responsible for the health care of every single Ghanaian and person living within the borders of Ghana. Okay. You are unable to provide and do all the various things that you're supposed to do. Government, you are unable. It's obvious. We go to places, they don't have the facilities, they don't have the buildings, they don't have amenities. Then you have some people intervening to put up a building, but not just put up a building, ship equipment that you should have provided to the people of Yendi and surrounding communities.
At no cost to them or you.
And this is at zero cost to the people of Yendi or to you as government. And yet somebody in government thinks it's okay to sit in government and charge for, in fact, the part that even baffles me is that you are going to auction the equipment off.
That's the part that hit
me. Are you
me.
okay?
It hit me. And who was going to buy it? Like, who was going to...
Are we serious?
So this is equipment that is being freely given.
It's a donation.
And they
has been brought.
They were going to auction it for money. For money. To who?
To make
whom?
money.
Like, who was going to buy this donated equipment?
Ghanaians.
Then you turn around, somehow through intervention, it's like, okay, well, we'll auction it, but we'll auction it back to you. So you've got to pay for the donated.
Are you serious?
You've got to pay.
It's a donation
like-
for crying out loud.
Goodness me.
Who are we?
I can't even.
Ghanaians, who are we?
So,
What kind of a people are we?
do you know, quickly, so you said about 100,000 Ghana cedis right now.
It's over 100,000 Ghana cedis.
So, how much is one V8?
It's about 112,000 dollars.
Dollars,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Not even Ghana cedis,
Yes,
oh,
yes,
dollars.
yes.
And we know there's lots of duty that's charged on
Yes.
those, right? 100,000 Ghana cedis. They're trying to tell me that for equipment that's going to save lives of people in a deprived area or in a community that needs this assistance, they're going to hold on to it
Yeah.
and frustrate people
Yes.
for 100,000 Ghana cedis.
This only just goes to prove one point. Every politician who stands on a platform to say that they care about you, when you see them behaving like this, where equipment has come, it's a donation that they should have bought it for Yendi. They didn't buy it. Somebody has donated it. You are charging customs fees, rates,
donated
levies,
it.
different things.
Donated it and spent money building a structure.
Yes, to put the equipment in there. That really, Ghanaians, I hope you are watching. That really shows you when they say that they care, where their heart really is. There's no care. Because today, those equipments need to be on a truck moving to Yendi today. If we are worth anything, and the GRA, Reverend Dr. Amishadai, I beg you, please, your outfit.
This one is like, it's a no-brainer.
There's any amount of conscience that we have as a people. I am putting it at your feet. Please.
But quickly, you know the irony of this whole thing?
What?
The 28-bed facility, what they built,
Yeah.
right, was built by Global Mission Resource Center,
Yes.
we know, in partnership with Mission 318. Guess how much it cost them to build it? $400,000. So they spent $400,000 to build this facility for us, Ghanaians.
Yeah, for us.
Ghanaians. Government didn't have to spend a penny.
And you're going to charge
and
them
you're charging them for
bringing
equipment that they're giving
equipment.
you free as well. So the $400,000.
There's something very wrong with this whole picture.
Which is why we can understand how the representatives of Mission 318 are saying, no,
It doesn't make any sense.
we don't see why we
Listen.
should put all this together for you and have to pay you to accept equipment we are giving you as a gift.
It's like
we have to pay you
It's
for
like,
a
what's
gift.
wrong with us?
We're giving you.
We are
It's
giving
like
you a gift.
It's
and
like
we have
I
to
give.
pay.
I'm giving you. I've come and I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I've noticed that
Yeah.
you don't have a mug
Yes.
to drink your
So I'm
coffee.
buying you a
So
mug.
every day you're struggling and you don't. So I've decided to buy you a mug, and then you say
Yeah.
to me, oh, but you have to pay me to
for
accept
giving
this.
me for accepting the mug.
You have to like Kofi, you're giving me a mug, but you have to pay me.
Pay me so
before
I
can
can
take
accept
it.
the mug.
Why?
We are sick. We are very, very, very sick as a nation.
I'm
This
verklempt.
is proof.
So
There's something wrong with us, and we think it's okay. I don't.
Now I'm wondering how. So what's going to happen to this equipment unless 100,000 cedis or more is coughed up by someone? What? So customs just going to hold on to it. The container's just going to sit there. People are going to continue to
I am calling
suffer.
on the Commissioner General of GRA. I'm calling on the Commissioner General of the GRA to intervene. Yeah,
It's
and
bizarre.
let this thing end today. The equipment must be on the way to Yendi by today.
It just doesn't
Honestly,
make any sense.
It's unacceptable that we should be doing this. And like they said, and I'm not surprised,
Yes.
there's no other country that they go to do donations
Exactly.
that they charge them.
that does
but
this.
Ghana, we will charge. And we think we are the smartest of all people on earth.
It's baffling. It's baffling. And then you can understand why other countries will get these donations
Yeah.
and we won't. Because we've heard of other instances like this. Other people have tried to bring in donated medical equipment. They face the same problem. Michael Blackson, I think.
Years ago, I was hearing some of these
Some of
stories.
these
I was
things.
like, wow.
Remember recently, Michael Blackson said he had a similar
Yes,
issue.
yes.
He wanted to bring in
Bring
some
stuff
things.
in, and then
He
he's
faced
like,
this issue at
yeah.
the port, and he said, "But this is for
It's
a
a
good
gift.
cause. It's a gift.
Education.
It's not anything for profit. It's okay. Let's talk to the Deputy Director of Administration at the Ghana Health Service, Jeremiah T-Mob. Maybe he can also fill in some details here. Good morning, Jeremiah. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Can you hear us, Jeremiah?
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, I'm sure this situation has come to your attention.
Yes.
Okay. What do you make of the situation as far as the equipment that should be at the hospital, the new facility that has been built, and it's still sitting in a port within the Greater Accra region?
Yes, thank you very much. I would say it's a very unfortunate situation that we have been treated with this 40-foot container that the medical equipment meant to this new facility that has been in the hospital. We do not, with such equipment, usually statutory timeline that have to be followed in clearing surgery report. And so, from our end, the Ghana Health, when we receive the request for this waiver to enable the Yendi Municipal Hospital to get the goods cleared, we give the right to the administrative team by also writing to the Ministry.
Jeremiah, hello, Jeremiah. We are struggling to hear you clearly. If you can maybe reposition yourself a little bit, I'm not sure what we can do, but we're struggling to hear you. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it keeps going up and down. Not sure why. But continue.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Is it better now?
Yes, please, it is.
Yes, so if I'll go over.
Yes, please.
I did say that it is a very unfortunate situation that we encountered regarding the 40-footer container with medical equipment meant for the Yendi Municipal Hospital.
Yeah.
I think this is not the first time the hospital has received such a donation.
Okay.
This same organization has been dealing with the hospital over the years.
Okay.
And they have sent similar donations in the past. And fortunately, we didn't have so much difficulty in clearing them. But in this particular instance, when we received the request for tax waiver, as a Ghana Health Service, we did our part and tried to write through the right channels to request for the duty waiver from the Ministry of Finance. Unfortunately, there were some delays, and sometimes some of these unanticipated delays can be encountered. So our appeal has been that looking at the intention behind the donation, these are items that are meant to support health service delivery, and if people have used their resources to complement government efforts by donating these huge quantities of items, our thinking is that whatever needs to be done, irrespective of the delays that may have been encountered in getting the necessary documents to clear the goods, we think that there should be a special consideration, because this is something that is actually coming to fill a gap as far as government financing of health service delivery is concerned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I would say it is an unfortunate situation, and we are praying and hoping that we will get the situation resolved. I think we've had assurances by the Honorable MP for Yendi that he's doing everything possible to ensure that the container is cleared and released to the hospital, so that the items that are meant for the equipping of the new ward can be delivered to the hospital to enable them, put them to use.
All right. We are really grateful for your time, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
Timob. Jeremiah Timob is the Deputy Director for Administration with the Ghana Health Service. All right.
Okay.
I think enough said. Look,
Yeah,
we need to do better, honestly. Ghana, we need to do better. We talk a good talk, but at the end of the day, you ask yourself, really, is this who we are as a people?
It
Really?
shouldn't be so.
Yeah, we should do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.